because we have noted that there are creation legends and creation theories, several in our Vedic texts. But everybody or every legend or every creation mode begins from water only. And water is the mother to all things in the universe. And Agni is also supposed to be the son of water. So he is called as the Apam Garbhaha, Apam Sunuhu. Like that, we have got references to Agni, where Agni is mother. So, therefore, even in the Apohishtamayo Bhavaha, we see Ushatiriva Mataraha. See, for Agni, if Amma goes to Agni or Agni goes to Amma, both are silent, mother and child. So we have noted also that Arunaketuka Agni, Arunaketuka is born and he went on creating the Paramatma, Surya Bhagavan, and he just threw the water, Anjalina Purastat Upadadato Eva Hyeveti. So Eva Hyeveti is the formula or the mantra, powerful. With that mantra, he threw in directions. Then we have got, as we noted earlier, that there was the east, south, west, north, and again all that one stretch. And later we have got also the gods being born, that Vayu, Indra, then Pushan, then we have got Devaha, Gandharvaha, Apsarasaha. So all these people have occupied their residence in the top. So in what direction? Indra's direction, Vayu direction, and Pushan direction. All these things have been marked out in this particular description. So that means say that everybody is a born. Everybody has got birth. Either it is a tree, or man, or animal, or Rakshasa, or Kinnara, or Kimpurusha, or even gods. They're all but the emanations from Paramatma, Ishvara, that is how we say Surya Narayana is a Brahma Paramatma. In Surya Atharva Sirsha Upanishad, we are given to the knowledge that Suryadeva Bhavanti Bhutani. So from Surya only all existent creatures, creation comes into operation or existence. Therefore, Suryo vai Brahma and Surya. And therefore, who is this Surya? We are being told that Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. See, in Viduraniti, we have been told, when Vidura also points out that there is that Paramatma who will not appear before anybody, flesh and blood, with all ayudas and say, I am Paramatma, Ishvara, what do you want? I shall help you. So if at all Ishvara wants to help you, Buddhi Rupena Chodayati antare. Chodana karma only Paramatma will do it. Dhiyo yo nava prachodayat. Chodana is to drive. Prachodana is specifically showing the mercy. So that's why here Atharuna Ketur Parishtadupadadathu Yevahi Devaha iti tato Deva Manushya Pitaraha Gandharva Apsarasascha Udadishtan Sordhvadiko. Then while throwing the water like that, there were some drops spilled on the ground. It is very difficult. They are called viprut. So, ya viprusho viparapatantabhyaha suraha rakshagumsi pisachaschodatishtan. So, tasmat te parabhavan viprudhyohite sahote tadeshabhyanukta. So, in the 96th passage, we have noted that this is the state that the creation is almost complete, because there cannot always be good people in the world. There cannot always be bad people in the world. There cannot be these people, but there should be a mixture of them. Besides that mixed people, there should be also other kind of things. Therefore, it is a nature that it should be of the mortally nature, mortally antar. And all varieties must be there, good, bad, and different. Sattva, Raja, and Tamo. So ಈ ಮೂರು ಗುಣಗಳು ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ. Because as Krishna in Bhagavad Gita tells that everything has got three divisions: Sattva Shraddha, Rajo Shraddha, and Tamasic Shraddha. Sattva Dakshina, Rajo Dakshina, and Tamo Dakshina. So, and also Sattva Buddhi, Rajo Buddhi, and Tamasa Buddhi. Like that, everything is guna. That's why Krishna said, Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashaha anta helidare. So what is the formula to divide people? Although all people are born, they divide with guna and karma. See, even when our Vedas, which was a floating mass, all Veda mantras was earlier was a floating mass. Nobody knows what is what. One minute. Hello? Hello. So we observe that the drops were there, and from the spills, we are all unfortunate, powerful, himsatmaka creation came into existence. Therefore, that's why in Satavada Brahmanam, belonging to Yajurveda, they said, Prajaha Chitram, Atra Prajaha, Anyatra Prajaha, Sarvatra Prajaha. So here are the people, there are people, everywhere are the people. So whenever you move places, whom are you going to meet? You meet people. Animals are people, trees are people, and humans are people, Rakshasas are people. And all are Chitram, they're all wonderful people. Therefore, Ja Viprusho Viparapatan Tabhyo Suraraksha Gumsi Vishaturutishtan. So, Ilinda Odi Padapa, please read somebody. Apohayat Bruhati Higarbhamayan. Linda Odi, just 1 second, I'll come back. Yes, read somebody.
Apohai Yadva Atir Garbha Mayan Daksham Dadana Janayanti Swayambhum Tat Imedhyasrujyanta Sarga Adhyo Va Idagum Samabhut Tasmadidagum Sarvam Brahma Swayam Viti Tasmadidagum Sarvagum Shitila Mimadhruvamiva Bhavat Prajapatir Bhavatat Atmanam Vidaya Tadevanu Pravishat Tadeshabhyo Nyokta.
Yes, we should try to know what is that. So here, then all these people have been created, good, bad, and different kinds of people. Then it is said, Viprutbhyaha hite samabhavan tat esha abhyanukta. That is the formula. See, this is the abhyanukta, means it is a magical reasoning and a significant one. And this is the philosophical item when we notice knowledge regarding the creation. That moreover, viprudbhyaha viparapatan means fall off. Tabhyaha pisachaha samahvan. So that's why whatever droplets are there, and they are very much dangerous. They are very much evil producing, and one has to, even when we perform yajna, while yajna, you see sometimes while offering their offerings, the oblations, some get spilled. Tuppa agli, in the Havana Samagri agli, the Dravya, something. So around the Yajna Vedi, while and after, you find lot of spills, but they are not supposed to be again put back into fire, into the Vedi, because they are all meant for Rakshasaha, other than gods, whatever which is class. And in fact, another practice is that whenever animal sacrifice is done, first of all, when animal is slaughtered and some parts are separated, there will be the blood flow. And that blood flow is being offered to the Rakshasas who are waiting for that kind of share for them. Therefore, they say, Rakshasam Bhagosi Another Harula. So this is the Bhaga or offering to be given to the Rakshasas or the Rakshasas. So like that, there is always also attention being paid to get rid of the Bhuta, Preta, Pisacha, Yaksha, Rakshasa, and all these fellows. So these are all magical people who will try to interrupt and disturb our procedure and deprive also the expected rewards. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ one has to be very careful about. And now we have Apoha vai यद्बृहतीः गर्भमायन् दक्षं दधाना जनयन्ती स्वयंभुं तद इमे अद्य सृजन्त सर्गाः अद्भ्यो वा इदगुं समभूत् तस्मादिदगुं सर्वं ब्रह्म स्वयंभुमिति. So this is a beautiful passage where said the waters are the very, very large yoni for that. So, and that waters, which is expansive, has given birth for the great God. So, Apoha Bruhatihi Garbham. What is that Bruhati Garbham? It is the tortoise. A big tortoise has been generated by that waters. So, and that particular tortoise has got that power called as the Swayambhu. That is self-creative, powerful creature. So then the waters are mighty and capable of holding the embryo that has grown as its feature. Then these waters have given birth for many regions. Afterwards, you observe Adhyo va idagam samabhutu tata ime adhyasrujanta sargaha. The sargas are the creation or items of creation is called sarga. Sargascha, that's what you say, sarga, prasarga. Even when we talk about the literary compositions, the every canto we call in Sanskrit, I mean English, and sarga in Sanskrit, and bhaga and all that. So the sarga is one created by the poet with some idea. So many ideas have been sewn together to make them as a grantham. And grantham means book. That is what Grathanat Grantha Ityuchyate. Grathana is to join all of them together into a single form. That's why it's called as a Grantha. Similarly, in Bhagavad Gita, last Sunday or so, I just gave a talk on the yogas and then the karma. So I just metaphorically referred, karma is a thread which runs through the 17 yogas as beads of the string of yogas that Krishna has pointed out, and bearing that 17 yogas understanding, you will become a yogin par excellence. Sayogi yoginam varaha. So here sargaha adhi asrujyanta. See, asrujyanta adhi. Then again another statement tells you Adhyo va idagum samabhutu. This is exactly a great statement that there is nothing that can exist in the world without water, without dampness. There cannot be any sushkatva. So Bhuloka is full of dampness and water and all that. As an opposite of this, we believe that the Pitraloka, the departed pains, that is the Sushka Loka. there won't be any kind of dampness in Pitraloka. Therefore, those who go to the Pitraloka want some kind of cooling. ಆ ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಿಂಬಾಲಿಕಲಿ ಬದುಕಿರೋರು ತರ್ಪಣ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀರಿಂದ ತರ್ಪಣ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬರೀ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ದೇ ಗಿವ್ ವಾಟರ್ ತರ್ಪಣ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, and some people on Amavasya day per month they will give with tila, and on the annual day they give other food and all that. So pindadana, pinda pradhanam and all that. So you observe the water content is reaching them quite almost continuously. Therefore the Pitu Devatas won't get irritated or irked very much. That's why the భూలోకం ఈజ్ అభ్య ఇదం సమభూతు. భూలోకం లోపల నీటి నుంచనే అందరూ వస్తారు. ఈవెన్ ద బేబీ ఆర్ ది ఎంబ్రియో ఆర్ బేబీ ఇన్ ది మదర్స్ womb also is floats in the water. And at one stage when it is irritated, the baby is irritated, angry upon the god, it will kick the walls of the mother womb. Mother is happy, she is not at all worried because she feels a comfortable feeling. But the baby is restless, asking, demanding the god why at all. Again, birth is being given and pushed to the world and to go through all LKG, UKG and all that. That's why, idagum sarvam adhyaha samabhutu. And otherly, Swayambhu Brahma is born. And then you observe, Tasmadidagum sarvagum sithilamiva adhrumiva bhavatu. So when it has been created and kept on the ground, there was no orderliness. Sithilam means broken strips and adhruvam unsteady. So normally we always experience, when you want to draw a picture, you use a lot of times, a good number of times, the rubber. Every time you draw something not convincing, so you apply. So rubbing and writing will be taking place. Adrinda, adu adhruvam. Ultimately, when you want to pass the picture or painting or picture or vigraha or anything like that, or a composition, you will have a lot of editing taking place so that you will be convinced that it is really good. So that's why it is said that Sithilam Adhruvam Iva Bhavatu. So the Paramatma was Paramatma had to set it quite in order, and therefore before that exactly the water is Sithilam Adhruvam Iva Bhavatu. Water is never stable. As you know that wherever there is a slope, automatically water will run through. So that's why అందుకే తెలుగులో ఒక సామెత ఉంది, నీరు పల్ల మెరుగును అని. So wherever there is a slope and down, you need not teach the water to go, but it will automatically follow. In the same manner, Agni also, you see, wherever the clarified butter or ghee goes, he will just follow it. So, Ayurdagne Havisha Jushano Gruta Pratiko Grutamanvavedi. So, Grutamanvavedi, another important line for us. See, Vedi means knowledge, recognition. So, Grutamanvavedi annaga, ನಾನು ಹಾಕಿರೋ ತುಪ್ಪ ಇದು ತುಂಬ, ಆ ತುಪ್ಪವನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬರ್ನ್ ವೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಸರ್ವಂ ತಸ್ಮದ್ ಪ್ರಜಾಪತಿರ್ವಾವತತು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಸ್ವಯಂಭೂ, that power that emanated from the water remained unstable and asithilam, but the Brahma created remained stable and asithilam. So that's important. Here it is said that tasmadagum sarvam brahma swayambhamiti and prajapatirvavatatu. There the creation, the world, which is the manifestation of Prajapati only. And that Prajapati, having made the world to be his self, he entered into the world, the same explained. So here you see, Prajapatirvavatato atmana atmanam vidhaya tadevanupravisatu. Again, tadeshabhyanukta. ತೈತ್ರಿಯ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ತದೇಶಾಭ್ಯನುಕ್ತ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸತ್ಯಂ ಜ್ಞಾನಮನಂತಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಸೇಸ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಇಂಟು ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಜಾಪತಿ ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ದಟ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಅಪ್ ದಿ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ everybody when they get up from the bed they will have plenty of programs or items to cover whole day. And as long as one is sleeping, no hurry, no thought, no urgency. But the moment you open your eyes and get out from your bed, then you are always angry, irritated, disturbed, because you got up late, or otherwise you have plenty of things before you. The same manner, when the Prajapati was born, what did he do? Vidhaya lokan, vidhaya bhutani, vidhaya sarva, pradisho disascha, Prajapati prathamaja, rutasya, atmanatmanamabhisambiveseti, sarvamevedamaptva, sarvamevavarundhya, ತದೇವಾನುಪ್ರಾವಿಶತು. ಓದ್ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ. ವಿಧಾಯ ಲೋಕಾನ್
ವಿಧಾಯ ಲೋಕಾನ್ ವಿಧಾಯ ಭೂತಾನಿ ವಿಧಾಯ ಸರ್ವಾಂ ಪ್ರದಿಶೋ ದಿಶಶ್ಚ ಪ್ರಜಾಪತಿ ಪ್ರಥಮಜಾರುತಸ್ಯ ಆತ್ಮಾನಮಭಿಸಂವಿವೇಶೇತಿ ಸರ್ವಮೇವೇದಮಾಪ್ತ್ವಾ ಸರ್ವಮವರುದ್ಧ್ಯ.
ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಸ್ವರಂ. ಹೇಳಿ. ವಿಧಾಯ ಲೋಕಾನ್
ವಿಧಾಯ ಲೋಕಾನ್ ವಿಧಾಯ ಲೋಕಾನ್
ವಿಧಾಯ ಭೂತಾನಿ
ವಿಧಾಯ ಭೂತಾನಿ ವಿಧಾಯ ಭೂತಾನಿ
ವಿಧಾಯ ಸರ್ವಾಃ
ವಿಧಾಯ ಸರ್ವಾಃ ವಿಧಾಯ ಸರ್ವಾಃ
ಪ್ರದಿಶೋ ದಿಶಶ್ಚ
ಪ್ರದಿಶೋ ದಿಶಶ್ಚ ಪ್ರದಿಶೋ ದಿಶಶ್ಚ
ಪ್ರಜಾಪತಿ ಪ್ರಥಮಜಾರುತಸ್ಯ
ಪ್ರಜಾಪತಿ ಪ್ರಥಮಜಾರುತಸ್ಯ ಪ್ರಜಾಪತಿ ಪ್ರಥಮಜಾರುತಸ್ಯ
ಪ್ರಥಮಜಾರುತಸ್ಯ ಮೇಲೆ
ಪ್ರಥಮಜಾರುತಸ್ಯ ಪ್ರಥಮಜಾರುತಸ್ಯ
ಆತ್ಮನಾತ್ಮಾನಮಭಿಸಂವಿವೇಶೇತಿ
ಆತ್ಮನಾತ್ಮಾನಮಭಿಸಂವಿವೇಶೇತಿ ಆತ್ಮನಾತ್ಮಾನಮಭಿಸಂವಿವೇಶೇತಿ
ಸರ್ವಮೇವೇದಮಾಪ್ತ್ವಾ
ಸರ್ವಮೇವೇದಮಾಪ್ತ್ವಾ ಸರ್ವಮೇವೇದಮಾಪ್ತ್ವಾ
ಸರ್ವಮವರುದ್ಧ್ಯ
ಸರ್ವಮವರುದ್ಧ್ಯ ಸರ್ವಮವರುದ್ಧ್ಯ
ತದೇವಾನುಪ್ರವಿಶತಿ
ತದೇವಾನುಪ್ರವಿಶತಿ ತದೇವಾನುಪ್ರವಿಶತಿ
ಯ ಏವಂ ವೇದ
ಯ ಏವಂ ವೇದ ಯ ಏವಂ ವೇದ.
So everybody borrows the thought from Purusha Suktam of Rigveda. Also sometimes from the Devi Sukta of the Rigveda. Also from the Hiranyagarbha Sukta from Rigveda. also from Nasadiya Sukta of Rigveda, because all these are the suktas originally found in the Rigveda Samhita, 10th Mandala, where creation is being introduced to us, the mode of creation, the items of creation, the nature of creation, and everything like that. But when creation has taken place, the creator does not be born, but he will urge all other creatures to be born out from him, and he would also divide himself into all of them, so that everybody is considered as the replica or as the emanation from Paramatma himself. That is the kind of concept which our Veda or Hinduism, etc., is being introduced, that ನಮ್ಮದು ಎಂಬುದು ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ. There is nothing that is belonging to us. Everything is Krishna Arpanam. Krishna in Gita said, Baba told Arjuna, you are not killing anybody here. I have already killed them. And ultimately, after all the war, it was said, it was not Pandavas killing Kauravas, but all in all, it was Sudarshan Chakra which killed all people. In other words, Vishnu did it. In fact, you observe only one time in the Mahabharata war, the Sudarshan Chakra makes a darshanam to Bhishmacharya. When Bhishmacharya was simply impossible, when Arjuna was unable to meet up the force of Bhishma, then Krishna immediately picked up the Sudarsana and ended Bhishma, because if Bhishma ends there, then the entire army of Kauravas become weaker, because Bhishma is the leading person. But when he held that Sudarsanam, Krishna, Arjuna beseeched him with great imploring that, Aya Paramatma, you took a promise, you are a God. God must be truthful. Human can err, but not divine. So you have promised that you will not hold the weapon. And that's exactly why Krishna, Duryodhana did not choose you. Had you told that I will use my weapons, then probably the choice could have been different. You said you are alone, you don't use your weapons, and you have got another offering of your own army to go to that site to work. So you get divided. You and your army are divided. Paramatma is always individualistically maintaining his individuality. He will not lose himself. But whatever emanations that come from the Paramatma, they only remain fickle and go through all the samsaric troubles and turmoils and all this. So this is exactly the philosophical input that has been kept up in all Upanishads, in all. Actually, the Taittiriya Aranyaka or Aranyakas in principle, they are all philosophical treatises. Actually, people are in Samhita and Brahmana and all that. We have got regular gymnasium of performing the yajnas. So yajna means work. It's a toiling, manpower, money power, the divine power. So also, and the sponsorships, etc. All these things will come into operative principle to perform one yajna. And therefore, so Prajapati, he became all alone. So he wanted to emanate Arjuna. So for that, what you do is, Ratmanatmanam, see, Prathamajarutasya, Atmanatmanam abhisambivesha. Another important point. This particular clue has been taken in our Mahanyasa also. You go to Mahanyasa section after, in the Atmaraksha Kartavya or such section before Shanti mantras, that is the Shiva Shanti mantra. Tanme manas Shiva sankalpamastu. The last one is Brahmatman yada srujata tada kamayata samatmana padyayeti atmanatman iti amantrayata iti. Amantrayata, see, Atman annೋದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. That is the Bijaksharam and that is the Mula Mantra. Something like Gayatri or Namo Venkateshaya or something like that. So Atmanatman, Atmanatman, another important. So he went on dividing himself into another so many forms in the universe. Atmana, Atmanam. If you want to have a practical understanding of the same, if you go to Balakanda, Ramayana, because Valmiki Ramayana is equal to, identical to Veda only. Veda ododu, Ramayana Parayana Madu has got equal output and phalam. So that's why Veda Vedye Pare Pumsi Jate Dasarathatmaje Vedaha Prachetasa Dasit Sakshat ರಾಮಾಯಣಾತ್ಮನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ರಾಮಾಯಣ ದೇಹವನ್ನು ವೇದವು ತಗೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಆ ವೇದ ಪುರುಷ ಯಾವ ವೇದ ಪುರುಷ ಇದ್ದಾನೋ ಅವನೇ ರಾಮನಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ವೇದವೇದ್ಯೆ ಪರೇ ಪುಂಸಿ ಜಾತೆ ದಶರಥಾತ್ಮಜನಿ ಅಂಥ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ರಾಮಾಯಣಕ್ಕಿರುವಾಗ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆತ್ಮಾನಂ ಸೊ ವಿನ್ ಆಲ್ ಗಾಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಈಶ್ವರ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದೇವ ವೆಂಟ್ ಟು ವೈಕುಂಠ, Ravana Badha has become melting point. Now nobody can stand him. Then Vishnu said, okay, I divide myself into 4. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna, and you all take Deva, be born as a Vanaras, and let your wives, respective wives, Devata Stris, be born as the Vanara Stris, and like that. So there is a kind of divine arrangement, divine management for getting this Ravanasura done. Similarly, Atmanam Abhisamvivesha, and ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಸರ್ವಮೇ ವೇದಂ ಆಪ್ತ್ವಾ. Anybody who understands in this manner, he will be able to get all this and acquire authority over all this. So every man has got authority on the nature. And on the other hand, the nature also has got good authority upon the man or individuals. So nature and man, in fact, in December, the World Association for Vedic Studies has had 3 days conference on the nature and man, the Vedic view anta madidare theme. And large number of papers have appeared, how that nature is in man and man is in nature. Adella gottagatte. So this is how we understand sarvame vedam aptva means there is kind of obtainment and acquisition of authority over all this. Ultimately, what is that Brahman ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? ತದೇವಾ ಅನುಪ್ರಾವಿಶತಿ ya evam Veda means ultimately that Brahman would enter into all this, and having established all these things pervading throughout, therefore he made any and everything in the nature to come under his control. Nam control illa. If the clouds are there all over the sky, you don't have a remote to clear all the clouds. If there's a plenty of snow on the ground, you have no way to become a good scavenger like Surya Bhagavan. Nor you don't have any way to make the seed to be coming out as a big tree and all that. So anything that is taking place in the nature depends upon that. Even man has also got that auto-healing system. So supposing the body ails and is not always exposed to medicine or medical case. That's why doctors have got to decide whether the symptoms you describe are medical or simply any other than that. The doctors will meddle only when it is really a medical problem, giving the drugs. Otherwise, generally they leave it to the nature. Something like delivery also, labor cases, cesarean interference. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ that itself is the divine grace, Agni Prabhavam. See, that's why in Agni Suktam of Rigveda, which has been taught to you, there it is that, so he says the woman to deliver a baby naturally. So therefore Agni Stotra or Agni Sukta Parayana or Adhyayana will make the ladies become mothers and enjoy the normal delivery. In earlier days, we are all born normal. At least I am born normal. There was no difficulty at all. But these days, things have all changed that everybody knows. But without the instrument, babies are not getting out. Hangagde, Tadevanu Pravisada Paramatma, if a baby has entered into the womb of the mother, it is the Paramatma who entered. Agni Garbhaha. We have got also that Agni Garbhaha. So everything is Agni Garbha. Man is Agni Garbha because he is the child of Agni, because he runs 98.4 degrees temperature. Our temperature sada maintain agta idre, you are active in the world. If it is high or low, problem crops up. Similarly, there is that kind of heat maintenance everywhere. Supposing something goes wrong in the body, they say Agni Chikitsa, laser treatment. What is laser? Again Agni. So Agni is all in all. That's why Agnir Brahma ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಅಗ್ನಿಹೋತ್ರ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಅಗ್ನೇ ಬೃಹತೆ ನಾಕಾಯ ಸ್ವಾಹ ಪರಿತ್ವಾಗ್ನೇ ಪರಿಭೃಜಾಮಿ ಅಂತ ಆಯುಷಾ ಚ ಧನೇನ ಚ ಸುಪ್ರಜಾ ಪ್ರಜಯಾ ಭೂಯಾಸಂ ಸುವೀರೋ ವೀರೈ ಸುಪತಿ ಪತ್ಯಾ ಸುಮೇಧಾ ಮೇಧಯಾ ಸುಗೃಹೋ ಗೃಹಪತಿನ ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಚಾರಿಭಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೋದು ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಅಗ್ನಿಯ ಅನುಗ್ರಹದಿಂದಲೇ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಆರಾಧನಾ, ಅಗ್ನಿ ಪೂಜಾ, ವೆದರ್ ಯು ರಿಸೈಟ್ ರುದ್ರಂ ಆರ್ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಗಾಡ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಗ್ನಿಮುಖಾ ವೈ ದೇವಾ ಅಗ್ನಿಂ ಪುರಸ್ಕೃತ್ಯ ಅಗ್ನಿಂ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ್ಯ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಗ್ನಿಂ ಪುರಸ್ಕೃತ್ಯ ದೇವಾನಾಹ್ವಯತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರಹ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ತದೇವಾನು ಪ್ರವಿಶತಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸೊ he will not remain separated from the creation that he has done by himself. No father and mother are separate from their own children. Until their last breath, they are taking care of their children, whether married or not married or otherwise. So the baby, the children are constantly with the parents, and the parents are constantly with the children. That itself becomes one unit, one family. ಹಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವವರುಂಧ್ಯ ತದೇವಾನು ಪ್ರವಿಶತೆ. ಸೊ ಏವಂ ವೇದ. ಸೊ ಏವಂ ವೇದ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ he gets the control of the nature, behavior, difficulties, solutions, everything connected to nature. That's why, see, there is one Christian parable, Bible ಒಂದು ಕಥೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. A farmer prayed for God, oh God, give me rain. Then God appeared before him and said, okay, because he wants to, the seeds that you have sown must come up. So he wanted water for all of them. I sowed my seeds, so I want water. Then Paramatma gave water. Okay, he gave water. After some time, again, he appeared to, what do you want more you want? He said, I gave you water. Then he said, I want dry weather. I want not to rain, I want dry weather. Okay, he gave dry weather. But ultimately, when the crops came up, there was no good produce at all. Then again, the farmer asked the God, what I asked for water, you gave me. I asked for your dry weather, you give me. Then how I am not getting the full crop fruitfully? Then Paramatma said, Ayya Mahatma, if you have taken control over the land, the plants and the crops, no, you are not the controller. You wanted water, I gave. You wanted dryness, I gave. But you never wanted the rough weather. See, the rough weather also is important for the plants to come up. ಬರೀ ನೀರಿಂದಲೇ ಆಗದೆ ಅದು ಪುಟ್ರಿಫೈ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬರೀ ಡ್ರೈ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಆಕಾಶಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರಫ್ ವೆದರ್ and time duration, and so many factors are there, which is being studied by the agricultural scientists. So how you bring up the plant luxuriously and giving you good produce. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. But Paramatma is there to countersign all our operations. Even surgeon in the operation theater will ask the patient and the other people and himself make prayer and then start doing it. So ದೇವರು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಆ ದೇವ್ರ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನಾ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸದೇವಾನು ಪ್ರವೇಶತಿ ಯ ಏವಂ ವೇದ. ಆ ದೇವರು ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ಹೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್. ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಎ ಬೇಬಿ, but nobody can induce pranam into the baby. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಣೋ ವೈ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಣಾತ್ ಕಲ್ವಿಮಾನಿ ಭೂತಾನಿ ಜಾಯಂತೆ. We have plenty of literature behind in the Upanishads and before that, where all given to the humans and people in the nature, he has reserved the most rind part of the whole show. That is something like the lavana, something like the ruchi. So, namo rucha yabrahmaye rucham brahmam janayanta devaha agre devaha agre abruvan. ಅಂತ ಪರಮ ಅಂತ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ತಸ್ಯ ದೇವ ಅವಸನ್ವಸೇ. ಸೊ ತಸ್ಯ ದೇವ ಅಸನ್ವಸೇ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪುರುಷೂಕ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವಾಹ ಅಸನ್ವಸೆ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ the gods will be under their control provided they are following the principles and dharma and all that connected to them. So this evam Veda is most important formula for anybody. That's why we make a prayer, Agne Naya Supatha Raye Asman. See, Agne Naya Supatha. The word Naya is being used for Agni only. There is no, that Naya Shabda, I think, is not given to any other god, but only this. Even Indra is also prayed, but Indra is there. For him, Sahaya we call it. For example, one mantra you quoted, Yata Indra Bhayamahe, Tatono Abhayangrudhi, Makhavan Siddhi Tava Tanna Utaye, Vidvisho Nivrudho Jahi. Nodidra? So, Indra, even though he is so next to high, powerful and king of all gods, but whatever portfolio and ability and authority and grace endowed with Agni is unique for Agni Deva only. That's why Agnihi, Agnina Sanyujyate. In Somayaga, you are not attending the Taittiriya Samhita sessions on Thursday of our Veda Adhyayana Kendra. So there, Agni becomes enhanced of the power when another Agni comes and joins him. And what is the another Agni? The ghee is another Agni. Another Agni is the splinters of the firewood that you offer, Samhithas. Samhita, in a vrukshe, in all trees, Agni is hiding. So Agni becomes active when you join him with Agni. Agnina, Agni Yujyate. All Samhithas, all wooden pieces, all trees are. That's why suddenly in the forest, there will be Vadavagni. There will be conflagration. Even in the water, there will be also Vadavagni. And so whether it is a water or trees, or forests, or Akasha, or in the sky, or anywhere, Agni has got. A bird flying in the air cannot completely fly like that. That ರೆಕ್ಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಸ್ವಭಾವ ಡಲ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ it wants to resort to the nest by. So this is what exactly a quotation taken by Agnivalkya Maharshi in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, how when a man sleeps or when he is born, he will be shuttling between the two banks. One is the Swapna Avastha and another is the Bodha Avastha. See, just like a fish touching this floor, this bank and that plank quite repeatedly. So we go to sleep, we get into Swapna and then try to go to Bodha, and again from Bodha we come back. That's when we open our eyes, again we come into samsara like that. So this is how the whole show goes, and therefore when it is said evam Veda ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಅರ್ಥ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನೊಬ್ಬನೇ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ನನ್ನ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಟು ಸಚ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸೇಫ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಗರ್ವ ಬಿದ್ದರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಜುನ felt at the end of the war, he killed so many people and he was so great. Then Anjaneya from the chariot, Anjaneya jumped down and Krishna also got down to the chariot and Arjuna was still sitting in the chariot. Then Anjaneya said, "Oh Anjaneya, oh brother, get down immediately." Then he got down. The moment Arjuna got down from the chariot, all the horses, chariot, everything became boom, bhasma, bhasmantam. Then Arjuna was simply wondering, what is this? When I got out of this, then Anjaneya Hanuman told, you see, it is all Krishna who did all the war. And don't think that you have killed all people. Already Krishna introduced the idea to Arjuna, ete nihataha maya purvameva. So you understand. That's why here I don't know, I'm just trying to expand the idea. You say, yopam pushpam veda, pushpavan prajavan pasuman bhavati. Apova apam pushpam, vayurva apam pushpam, chandramava apam pushpam. You understand the definitions. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಪುಷ್ಪವಾನ್. The pushpa is the ultimate happiness of the every tree. So the ultimate happiness of the tree in the flower form or a fruit form or in the leaves. So that way, you see, apo. So evam veda sopamaytanam veda ayatanavan bhavati. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. So whatever has been enunciated in the Aruna Prashna is being drawn from Mahanarayana Upanishad into that. And Aruna Prashna and Mahanarayana Upanishad are sisters, because there is no Vedic text will speak independently new knowledge. So the same knowledge given in the Vedas has been colored, explained, expressed, etc. in so many manners. See that we are all given to understand what a Veda is going to talk to us. So ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, if we are seeing that, then you understand that entire Vedic world or Vedic texts are one unit. Something like ekayid jagato devaha. Something like one God. From him only everything comes up. Narayana Bhagavan Lokaguru Namaste. We say like that. So here we understand that Tadevanu Pravisati Anoga, ಆ ದೇವರು ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರುವ ಪದಾರ್ಥ ಈ ಜಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಸೇ ಸರ್ವಂ ಜಗನ್ನಾಥಂ. ಆ ಜಗನ್ನಾಥ ರಥ ಪೂರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ 3 ರಥಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಲರಾಮ, ಸುಭದ್ರ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. 3 different chariots for them. No, not all one chariot. 3 ಜನರಿಗೆ 3 ಕಾರ್ಸ್ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ 1 week before ರಥೋತ್ಸವ. And that ratha will not be kept like that for whole year. They will again break down. And then the Rathotsava time comes up, all carpenters will come. They will build 3 rathas and then draw a big rope, and so many thousands of people would participate in drawing the Jagannatha Ratha and so on. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu Me. That is the prayer made by Shankara, supposed to be that let this Jagannatha come and be visible to my eye line or eyesight line, like that. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏವಂ ವೇದ ಅಪಾಮಾಯತನಂ ವೇದ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಯತನವಾನ್ ಭವತಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಆಯತನತ್ವ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ನೇಚರ್, ಪಂಚಭೂತಗಳು, ಪಂಚವಾಯುಗಳು, ಪಂಚ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇನ್ ಲಲಿತಾ ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ಪಂಚಭೂತೇಸಿ ಪಂಚಸಂಖ್ಯೋಪಚಾರಿಣಿ ಅಂತ, ಪಂಚಸಂಖ್ಯೋಪಚಾರಿಣಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಂಚ, with that pancha she is being honored and revered. So all that implication is there in this, that when they say that we have the Anupravisate Evam Veda. Then we come to the building of the fire altar in the form of a falcon. And there, when you want to do Aruna Prashna Homa, which I witnessed, fortunately to some extent, when it was done in the Ganapati temple in Girinagar. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ I just went on observing what are the yagna sambharas that they collected in the temple to go through the Aruna Homa. So they had brought one tortoise, they had brought one Hiranyaka Purusha, I mean a golden idol, then Suvarna, and lotus leaves, lotus flowers. Well, whatever is required, all that they have kept it and prepared some. So ಅದೊಂದು ದೃಶ್ಯ ನನಗೆ ಅರುಣ ನಾವು of course we also did an Radha Vedanta Kendra Aruna Homa, and I got Surya Vigraha done and given to about 60 to 70 people who participated in that and who sponsored that, and so something like that has happened. So I'm able to stand before you. All this means that everything is ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜರ್ನಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಅಂದರೆ there is a monitor inside. Especially in Mahanyasam, you will realize that how much God is there in us, how much operative He is, how we try to activate Him, whoever is there inside our body. So, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ ಅಭೀಷ್ಟಕಾನಾಂ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನ ವಿಶೇಷಣಾದಿ ವಿವರಣಂ. We have got the next Brahmanam. That is, we have got the description how abhishtakas, or abhishtaka means the bricks. And ಆ ಅಭೀಷ್ಟಕ ಶಬ್ದದಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಆಯಾ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಿಂದ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಇಷ್ಟ ದೇವತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಅಭೀಷ್ಟಕಾನಾಂ ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನ ವಿಶೇಷಾದಿ ವಿವರಣಂ. And ಅಂತತಃ ಅರುಣಕೇತಕ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣಂ, that is explanation of the Arunaketaka Agni. Brahmana ಅಂದರೆ explanation, commentaries, all that. ಅದನ್ನು ಆ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. when you say ಚತುಷ್ಟಯ್ಯ ಆಪೋ ಗೃಹಾದಿ ಚತ್ವಾರಿ ವಾ ಅಪಾಗಂ ರೂಪಾಣಿ. So now we come to know how at all we are able to derive water from the heaven. ನಮಗೆ ನೀರಿನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಷನು, ನೀರಿನ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಸಿಂಗು, ನೀರಿನ obtainment ಹೆಂಗಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್. that's exactly what is called Arunaketaka Brahmanam. We go into it, very beautiful. I think I can stop here. Beautiful. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಚಿಟ್ಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಸೀದ ತಿಷ್ಠತು ಅಭೂ ಅಪೋ ವಾಯೋ ಇತಿ ಸೇಯಂ ದಿಗ್ಭ್ಯ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಅಭ್ಯನೋಕ್ತ ಅಷ್ಟೌಚ. ಈ ಎರಡು ದಿಸ್ ಚಿಟ್ಕ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಚಿಟ್ಕ ಸಹ. ಅಂದರೆ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ಲೂ, it will be easy for you for your memorization. And for example, ಉದತಿಷ್ಠತು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆ ಪದ ತಗೊಂಡು you will be able to do it. That's exactly what we call ಸೂತ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಯಂ. ಸೂತ್ರ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಪಾಕ್ಷರಂ ಅಸಂದಿಗ್ಧಂ ಸಾರವತ್ ವಿನಿವೇಶಿತಂ. ಸೊ ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಸೂತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಕ್ಲೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ you will be able to, it is something like the prompting. ನಾನು ಇವಾಗಲೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. It is something like the prompting that is being done for you to make your memory catch the continuation of the recitation of the mantras or content of that. So our rishis are so great, are so clear, are so interested to see that the generations of people are being properly guided, benefited with this kind of Vedic texts. And that's why there's all kinds of arrangement. And moreover, the editors of these Vedic texts are also intelligent scholars, and so they take care to appropriately split the expressions and give and see that a proper meaning is being covered up or communicated in that. Well, I think next we'll do this particular section. Om Swasti.
Om Sahana Vavato Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम शांति शांति शांतिः हरिः ओम तत्सतं सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु श्रीवासुदेवार्पणमस्तु श्रीवेदपुरुषाशीर्वादोऽस्तु ओम श्रीमातृचरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु ओम तत्सत्। हरि ओम नमस्ते।